Timmy Ru, happy to have you, my man.
Oh man, I'm happy to be here, Mike. Good to see you, man.
Hey, man, I'm happy to have you. Is this your first on camera interview or no?
This is my first time on this interview. Yeah, for a minute, I I wasn't really into it, and I just decided to come out and do this with you, so I can share a little bit of the story about the people.
Yeah, man, I noticed that, man. You be on the low, man. You don't really do interviews like that. You don't really talk much.
Nah, nah, I'm still, uh, not say self-centered, but I still got the same few friends I've been having for 40 years. Uh, some new friends turn out good, but a lot of new friends turn out not to be your friends. So I kind of pick them wisely.
Yeah, I feel you on that. So with that being said, right, before we get into everything, just to get it out the way, your brother Maul James taking a stand on you. If you don't mind me asking, can you give me a detailed account of everything that took place from your point of view?
Okay, briefly, I had an episode with my son. My son must have talked to my brother about it. My brother called the police. He always said he didn't do it, but through the court, everything that comes out. And to set it straight, for my brother said in one of his interviews that he came to court for my mother. That's not true. He came to court for the district attorney, not for my attorney. So with that being said is, yeah, my brother had me sitting in jail, you know, and my message to my brother is, I ain't mad at you. I still love you. And I got a nice hug for you, man. Just when my mother told me to give you that. She came to me in my dreams and told me, give my brother a hug. And that's what I'm going to do. I love you, James, but you wasn't right. And I feel like only way we can fix this if you come and talk to me, James, and tell me you sorry, Nick. Until then, I'm waiting to see you to give you this hug, James. But for the record, you know how everybody say, get the paperwork, send the paperwork. It killed me, James, when you took the stand on me, man. It killed me. It hurt my heart, my whole soul, Because James, one thing in the world wouldn't do nothing in the world for you if you didn't ask me to. But just come apologize. Be a man. Be my big brother, Nick. Keep it real. You ain't got to lie about this no more. I forgive you, you know. And Mike, I appreciate you for inviting me on the show so I can get this message to him because he refused to call, He can't set his pride aside to call me and say he's sorry. So I'm thanking you, man, for bringing me out on your show so let my brother get this message.
Yeah, it was only right. I had to bring you on to tell your story. But for the people out there, right, what exactly happened between you and your son, which led to Mom James taking the stand on you?
I had an altercation with my son. Uh, uh, I guess my brother felt like, I shouldn't have whooped my son ass or whatever. Call the police on me. Uh, Next thing you know, I'm facing the deal was for 16 years, you know. And at the beginning, I was wondering, like, where is this coming from? So when you have a paid attorney, your paid attorney is going to tell you, you know. It's all in the paperwork too, where a judge kicked James out the court and told him who he was. You know what I mean? That was some cold shit, man. But that was the day that hurt me, man, for real.
So when he took the stand, take me through that.
Well, basically, you know how it go. They call your name and you come across them double doors. You hold your hand up, swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth. But you know, I was facing like 5 charges out of that case, man. Uh, every time I went to court, my brother couldn't even look at me. You know, he couldn't even look at me. You know, even on my uh time to read my verdict, they didn't even come back into the courtroom. You know, just to show you how good God is. I pled guilty in that case. I pled guilty, but the jurors, the jurors in my case found me innocent on all 5 charges. Now, how do that happen? That was God all day long. I told my attorney he wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't the attorney because he wasn't really working for me. He was had a crush on the DA, you know, and she was after me. I guess she was going a little too hard on me, you know, for her to lose this case, you know, because all jurors said not guilty. Because like, you know, my son, he was touched a little girl. The little girl told on him. He got suspended. I talked to him about it. And the following week, when I took him back to school, he did it again. So I had to tell him, man, we don't do this. You know, this will mess your whole record up. So I whooped him, and my brother called the police on him, you know what I mean? My son even said it in the courtroom, you know, that's him and her trying to turn me against my dad. So after that, I was stung. You know, I was like, okay, what do? I just kicked back and prayed on it. And sure enough, I have 5 not guilty. That's what I'm saying right now today, you know, to James, if he ever watched this video, you know, man, I still love you. You know, you my brother. But I can't deal with you until you apologize. You know what I'm saying? You know, my mother came to me in a dream and told me to give my brother a hug. So that's what I'm going to do, you know, whenever I do see him.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking, man. So when he took the stand on you, he wouldn't even look at you.
No, he wouldn't look at me not one time. Not through every court appearance I had, he could never look at me. You know, he was saying that he came to court because my mother asked him to. That's not true. That's not true at all. You know, when they rearranged my court dates and different set me back, he was in the hallways talking to the DAs, not my attorney. You know, so I had been knew where it was all coming from once my paid attorney told me, you know what I mean? Because I only appeared in court one time with a public defender, and that was the beginning. So when I came back to court, I had a private attorney. James, if you pay me back for this attorney, I'll be cool with you.
Terrible, man. So where do you think his motivation came from for him to do something like that?
I don't know where it come from. I don't know if it was animosity or jealousy. I'm not sure. It's just I could never figure it out because this is my brother, and I was wondering and wondering. You know, it was real confusing for us me trying to figure it out, and I don't know. I don't know if it was the ambition I had growing up, or you know, the females he liked me. I don't know what it was. You know, it was just me and my brother been through a whole lot. And at the age after I graduated 6th grade, my brother shot me. You know what I mean? He didn't mean it, you know, but at the same time, being older and call yourself being responsible. See what happened, me and my partner across the street, my brother had some guns and stashed in the yard in the bag. And I went back there, got the bag, and took the guns across the street. And my partner, his mom's had a gun that matched it. So we took the bullets out of her gun and put them in those guns. And was outside popping at the light. James came out screaming my name. Then we took off running. He chased my buddy, called him, got the gun from him. Then he came looking for me. I was in some bushes, and as he was walking past me, I started laughing, and he said, "Freeze." And when I started to stand up out of the bushes, his gun went off, hit me in my nose, you know, knocked my tooth out. And, I jumped up and ran across the street, screaming for my mother. James ran off, you know. We've been through so much, man. I don't know why my brother turned out the way he was with me and Buntry, you know, because ain't nothing in the world me and Buntry wouldn't do for James, you know. Growing up, everybody used to be able to drink, but I couldn't drink really because I had to watch James because he drank too much and be in the you know. So I really didn't drink too much. But other than that, I don't know the reasons why he had all this animosity or just didn't like me for some strange reason. I don't know.
Heartbreaking, man. And you said that he liked some of your baby moms?
I know. That's why I was saying. I don't know if it was behind the females that he was liking, turn out liking me and having babies by me or whatever. I don't know what it was, you know, because he used to tell on me with some of my chicks too. Like, oh, he just left, or he might call one chick this other chick name or some shit. They'd be like, who is this? Who is it? You know, James was just being James. I believe truly, um, he was spoiled. He was my mama baby. He was the boy in the family get away with everything, you know.
Just me sitting right here listening to you, man. You really sound hurt, man.
Man, that's one of the coldest feelings ever. You know what I mean? You know, that feeling. And then right after that, when I won the case, because I sat in jail for like 13 months fighting that case. And right when I got out, maybe a month and a half, 2 months, my mom's died. So it kind of rocked my world at that moment. You know what I mean? But I'm bouncing back, man. There was some real painful feelings. Something I never thought I would, encounter.
Have you ever confronted him about it?
Well, far as this last episode, I only seen him one time in Las Vegas. I seen him on a motorcycle run, Uh, I just, I, I looked at him and acted like I didn't even notice him. I didn't even see him, like, you know, and a little while after that is when I had the dream about my mom's telling me to hug him and forgive him, so I'm waiting to see him. The next time I see him, I'm going to do that. But it really hurt me.
Speaking of your mom, how did she feel about it? Was she in agreement with it or was she against it?
Well, you know how mothers be behind their son, that's why she used to always tell me, just forgive him. No matter what, just forgive him, So that's all I'm aiming at. I've been praying for it, the strength to do that. I ain't ashamed to say I still pray, man, because prayers do work. When you believe in them, though, you got to believe it. So that's all I do. I just pray to see him so I can do what she asked me to, and after that, he can continue doing what he do.
Yeah, that's terrible, man. So before we move on, right? Do you consider that snitching or not?
Come on, man. You know the code. Yes, yes, yes. You know, do I got to get the paperwork? Listen. It happened to me, and I don't have no reason to lie about nobody or my brother out of all people. You know, he know he was wrong. All I'm looking for is apology out of it, and I can move on with it. You know, because I tell you the truth, I miss being involved in helping my brother do different things. You know, I miss, you know, the times we used to have. But after all of this, you know, I don't know where it all came from. Just out of nowhere, you know what I mean? I don't know where it all came from. When it first started, I wasn't even aware of what was happening. I wouldn't have never believed it. You know what I'm saying? But you know the street code, it is what it is. No matter who it is, keep it real. And that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping it real. You know, somebody asks me something about something, I'm gonna tell the truth, you know. That's the best way to get it across. You know, got to tell the truth about certain reality. If I chastise myself, I never told on him when he chastised his kids. You know what I mean? And like I really wasn't worried about it because when they asked me, I told them. They asked me what happened. I said I whooped his ass. He did something he wasn't supposed to. So I whooped his ass. We talked about it before. He did it again. And my son told him even in court, I love my daddy and my grandma. That's all I got. He pointed at my brother and the DA. He said, that's him and her trying to get me to say these things about my daddy.